The night felt strangely still, as though the world itself was holding its breath, waiting for everything to unravel. I came home earlier than usual, shoulders heavy with exhaustion, expecting nothing more than quiet and rest. But the silence I walked into wasn't comforting. It was sharp, unsettling, the kind that makes your heart race before you even understand why. She was on the couch, fully absorbed in her phone. She didn't notice me slip inside, too caught up in her conversation to see me standing there. There was a softness to her face, a smile playing at her lips, one that should have been mine. My chest tightened as I watched the way she held the phone, fingers moving urgently, the quiet laughter escaping her lips. It said more than I was ready to hear. I didn't confront her. I didn't ask questions. I just stood there, silent, knowing deep down she wasn't mine anymore, not the way I once believed. My chest felt hollow, my heart beat loud in my ears. I didn't shout, didn't demand answers. I didn't give her the chance to explain. I turned and walked out, leaving everything behind without a word. The next morning, I filed for divorce. No arguments, no drama. She had made her choice, and in that moment, I made mine. I left more than just the house. I abandoned the life we had built together, the memories we shared, the future we had once dreamed of. It was like erasing myself from a world, stepping out a photograph that no longer belonged on the wall. For the first time in years, I could breathe. I didn't look back, not once. The early weeks were brutal. I missed the version of her I thought I knew. I missed the laughter, the late-night talks, the simple routines that had made life feel whole. But I reminded myself those pieces weren't mine anymore. They belonged to someone else, or maybe they had never existed at all. I had chosen to walk away, and that choice had to mean something. Time did its work. A year passed. The sharp ache softened. Memories lost their edges. The woman who had once filled every corner of my world slowly became a shadow. I buried myself in work, picked up forgotten hobbies, and surrounded myself with new people. Piece by piece, I rebuilt myself. I became someone else, maybe even someone stronger. Then one night, walking home from work, I saw her. She stood outside my building, in the exact spot we used to meet, bathed in the pale glow of the streetlight. Her posture was small, shoulders slumped, eyes carrying a weight I had never seen before. The confident woman I had loved was gone. What remained was someone hollowed out by regret. At first, I thought my mind was playing tricks. Then she saw me. Her eyes caught mine, hesitant, pleading. I froze. My heart stumbled. Every instinct screamed to keep walking, to protect the piece of myself I had carved out. But something made me stop. "Hey," she said softly, voice unsteady, taking a step closer. "I've been trying to find you. Can we talk?" I didn't answer immediately. My throat was dry, my body heavy, as if I wasn't fully in control. "What do you want?" I finally asked, my voice flat, stripped of emotion. "I know it's been a long time," she whispered, "but I need to talk to you, please." I should have walked away. I should have closed the door on the past right then. But instead, I led her to a small cafe down the street, the one we used to visit when life felt simple. We sat in a corner, the silence between us almost suffocating. She twisted a napkin in her hands, avoiding my gaze until finally she spoke. "I made a mistake," she said, fragile. "I thought I could have both. I thought I could be with him and still keep you. I was wrong. I've lost everything. I lost you." Her words cut, but they didn't carry the weight they once would have. I had heard apologies before, whispered in sleepless nights. Now they fell hollow. "I miss you," she continued, voice trembling. "I miss us. I thought he was what I wanted, but he wasn't. I was blind. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." For a moment, I wanted to believe her. I wanted to fall back into the warmth of what we once had, but that place no longer existed. "You made your choice," I said quietly. "And so did I." Her lips quivered. Her eyes shimmered with unshed tears. "I know," she whispered, "but that doesn't change what I feel now." "No," I said, voice steady. "It doesn't. But you don't get to come back. I'm not that person anymore. I can't be." The silence pressed down like a weight. She didn't argue, didn't try again. Maybe she understood there was nothing left to salvage. I stood, my decision already made. I've moved on, I said. I'm not your safety net. I'm not the man you reach for when everything else falls apart. As I turned to leave, her hand brushed my sleeve. Please, she whispered, don't go. I looked into her eyes one last time, full of regret, yes, but also fear. The fear of losing me completely. That's when I realized she hadn't come back for love. She came back because she couldn't face the emptiness she created. I walked out of the cafe and into the night without looking back. For the first time, I felt no anger, no longing, just peace. I had already let her go long ago. She didn't need to forgive me, and I didn't need her forgiveness. I had learned to forgive myself, and that was enough to keep moving forward.